Hey guys, it's Duo Persona 101 here, and I'm gonna film this review today because if I don't, I'll never do it. Why? Because I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate recently, and it's been my life for the past 4 days now. I've been playing it non-stop. It's amazing, and I was originally gonna put the episode out when I saw it live, but it was late, and I didn't know the episode had come on until 10 o'clock at night, and I wasn't going to film a review at 10 o'clock, even though for the Kingdom Hearts thing I stayed up till 2 anyway. And then on Tuesday, and then I was going to do it on Monday, but I wasn't in the mood. On Tuesday, my fucking air conditioning went out, so I couldn't fucking do it then either, because fucking sweating my balls off. And yesterday, I was super busy with school, because I'm going to college, part-time. But now I started to do it today. I wasn't gonna put it off again, because if I did, I would never do it. And I still have 2 other rant videos. The rants are returning, and they're about some really touchy subjects, so I'm gonna film those later, but they will be out by Monday. By Monday or Tuesday, both rant videos will be out. You can quote me on that now, in case I don't deliver. Which I will, and I'll try, but anyway, I watched the episode again right before filming the review, and I have to say, this was an awesome episode. This was a great episode of RWBY Vol.3. It's episode 3, and the opening song still isn't. I don't really like the opening song that much. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments below or on Facebook. But yeah, me and the opening song aren't agreeing. I kind of like I kind of like It's Time to Say Goodbye a little bit more than this new opening, which I'm not gonna bother reading or looking at. So this episode brought Weiss's sister Winter into the show, who we haven't seen in a while, and maybe she might have mentioned her in the last volume, but in fact, I don't think she ever mentioned her, which is good because we're actually finally seeing her. And she looks like Weiss's sister. She's got all long white hair. She dresses very elegantly. She has robot guards with her, which is pretty funny. She's very, how do I say this? She's very aristocrat-like. She looks like she looks like a rich girl. She looks like Weiss. They have kind of the same attitude. She treats Ruby kind of the same for now. We'll see how that goes because she's related to someone who I'm going to talk about right now, and that someone is Crow. Crow with a Q, or Uncle Crow, as you've been hearing of him from the past 2 volumes. We finally see him in action in this episode, and I think he might probably be my new favorite character because Crow, one, he's voiced by Vic Mignogna, who, if you don't know, voices Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist, Broly from the Dragon Ball Z movies, and Junpei Iori from Persona 3. So he voices a lot of really cool characters, and it's really cool to see that Rooster Teeth got Yuri Lowenthal and Vic Mignogna. How they did that, I'll never understand because they have way better things to do than Ruby, but whatever. Vic Mignogna is a great Crow. Speaking of Crow, he was drunk during this fight. If you don't know, Crow and Winter, Weiss's sister, they both fight in the middle of Beacon's courtyard, and it's fucking hilarious the way this fight starts. He basically says, "Right here, come right here and try to fuck me up." And so at first I think, wait, doesn't Crow use a scythe? He gets this big giant sword out that transforms into a gun, of course, and he and Winter just go flying all over the place. She's trying to fuck him up. He's trying to not get fucked up, and Winter is pretty cool too. Likewise, she has a rapier type sword, but in her case, it can split into 2 mini swords. The main part and a small dagger, which is really cool, and she can use Weiss's semblance. She has the same semblance as Weiss, but it's different, and we haven't really seen that much of it, but she can use it to actually elevate the environment to her will, kind of like Good Witch can. And the fight is awesome. It's the it's better than the last two fights in the first two episodes for me personally, because just seeing Crow in action finally after hearing how great he is and how cool he is, and Crow's pretty fucking cool. He's got lots of style. He wears the red cape like RWBY. Excuse me. And he's just an all-around pretty nice guy. Except, he's just a bit of a drunk. And so, after their fight, he's about to transform his sword into the scythe, but then he notices something, and he's all like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let you come to me. So then Winter heads at him until General Ironwood from Volume 2 comes in and says, hey, don't do that. No. And Crow's all like, busted. So then RWBY comes over, she's hugging Crow, and Crow's all like, did you miss me? And he's like, no. And they fist bump. Crow's the cool uncle. And Crow is the cool uncle to RWBY and probably Yang too. So as a character, Crow's cool. Now, that's only half of the episode. The other half involves Good Witch, Ozpin, General Ironwood, and Crow talking about their enemies, and Crow knows that they're here. However, Ozpin isn't really doing much about it, and Crow thinks that they should take action instead of just lying in wait. And Winter and Good Witch make a joke about how Crow's always drunk, and it's just so funny. I feel like these people have been friends for years, but I also feel like they bear some animosity towards each other. One interesting thing to note is that during this conversation, Crow mentions that the heads of all the academies are there. So that makes me think that Ironwood and Crow are both heads of their own academies. And before I move on, Penny even has a cameo appearance. She doesn't talk, she just says hi to RWBY, but it's cute, she's Penny. And afterwards, they all go into Ozpin's office and they discuss what their plans are. And Crow just seems like he knows a little bit more than the rest of them. I think Crow's going to be an integral part of the story moving forward in the series. After that, Mercury, who Yuri Lowenthal, again, just does excellent voice work for him, even though we still haven't heard much of him. It's awesome. Yuri Lowenthal's a great Crow. A great Crow. I'm so tired. He's a great Mercury. This review is not gonna get any fucking views. And then it turns out Cinder is rigging the tournament. Cinder is Cinder, or the supposed main antagonist so far. I wanted them to put Adam in here, but Cinder is actually rigging the contestants. So two members whose names I forget because I didn't get any character introductions. Come on, Rooster Teeth. From Team Kavi, or the team that Velvet is on, are fighting against Mercury and Emerald in the next match. How's that going to turn out? We'll find out. Now, I'm going to give this episode a 4.5 out of 5, and the reason is because while the cinematography is awesome, and I love the new camera angles they're using, they're really evolving, the animation, I feel, has taken a huge step, but that could be because a new team's handling and due to the tragic passing of Montiome, he wasn't really there to oversee how the animation quality would be as good as it was before. But I think they're doing a good job. They just need to work on the animation. Probably in the next volume it'll get a lot better, as it does with their other series, Red vs. Blue. And yeah, that's my review for the episode. It was a good one. I just wish they work on the animation a bit. But that's forgiven, seeing as how Monty was the overseer and he tragically passed. So he's not. So because the creator isn't there, there's some creative differences. So what do you guys think? And speaking of Red vs. Blue, do you guys want me to start reviewing Red vs. Blue episodes? I can certainly use more things to review on the channel. In the next two videos, I'll be doing some rants. The rants will be returning. Oh my god, the rants! I know you guys love those. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time. This is Duo Persona 101, and I'll check you guys next time.